Hello, this is an open tag that Paddy Potato Peelers put up. He was looking at 3 knives that you don't use or haven't used for at least 6 months or a year, and the torch or flashlight that you use most often, and the watch that you wear most often. So these are the 3 knives, but before I open them up and show you what they are, just push them off to the side. I want to give an honourable mention. I always like to do an honourable mention. This is a knife that I haven't used in 15 years. It used to be my everyday carry. Back in the day when you could carry pretty much anything you liked, as long as you didn't wave it at anybody, threaten anyone with it, you were pretty much good to go. This, I used to be able to flick this open, but you know how it is. This is the Buck Alpha Hunter, and there are a couple of reasons why I can't carry it now. One is that it has a lock, the liner lock, and 2, its blade is, oops, off camera, is the better part of 4 inches long, 3 3/4 anyway. So this is now considered a pretty offensive weapon. It's also very heavy, chunky sort of a knife, hollow ground blade. Now I don't think it says what. I'll just take it out from under here just to check. No, it doesn't say what steel it is. The only things it's got on it are USA and the word Buck. It's also very sharp, I should point out. Last time I got this one out, I was doing a video and I cut myself with it just by brushing against it. Anyway, so that's one I haven't used for a long time, but it's not one of the 3 that's fallen out of use recently, which these other 3 are. So, what are they? Well, one, let's take that out that way. This is a knife that has got a lot of views. I think it's probably my most viewed video, or my most viewed knife video. My most viewed video is a video for a bag. This is the Bokeh Plus Wasabi, which can be flicked open if you've got the dexterity. I haven't. But it's a it's a really nice little knife. It's very pretty. It's very light. It's quite small. It's the carbon fibre version, Bokeh Plus, as I say. It's a nice knife, and I would recommend it. My only thing is I just haven't carried it, and I think it's just because of just so many other options that this one just hasn't come up. Anyway, it's a good knife, but it's just not carried. And incidentally, if you do have one, these, it's called Malia. Can I get that in focus? Mala, M-A-L-A. Now I get those off. You get these off eBay. Probably get them on Amazon, I assume. And they cost about £4, I think. But the perfect size for that. They also fit some of the slimmer case knives as well. Right, next one. Oh, actually, save that one to last. Next one is this. Now, this actual knife I've literally never used. The reason being it was a Heineken special edition and I just bought it as part of my collection. But I also bought a green one. This is the Manly Wasp. Now, the other one got used quite a bit. And the reason it's not here is because it kind of fell out of favour. Nothing wrong with it. They're much stiffer when they're new, apparently. I hadn't realised that. I had the green one, and I used it quite a bit. It just fell out. Didn't fall out of favour. I didn't have reason to use it. It's the knife that I used if I was sort of getting mucky, whereas I'd probably carry one of my PK70s the rest of the time. This one is interesting for its opening method, because it's got this 4-stop. Well, I just tried very hard there to cut myself. But it's an exceptionally good knife, and I would strongly recommend it. The only reason I don't carry it, as I say, it's just fallen out of the rotation. And then a little while ago, my son is a landscape gardener, and he wanted a knife to use at work, and I gave him my Green Manly Wasp because it actually is a really good knife for that sort of thing. I slightly regret it because I didn't want to see it go, but I wasn't using it, so it's only fair. And I've still got this one to remind me of just what a nice knife it is. Now the final one, and this will surprise a few people, is this. This is the Spyderco UK PK Heine Haynes edition. Heine Haynes, often when they do an edition of something, they actually add quite a bit of something to the game. Sometimes they just colour them red, but this particular one, they added an awful lot. This is, instead of being, I think it's BD1N or something normally, this one here is CPM S30V, say Spyderco as I said. Made in USA. Also G10 scales, which is the big upgrade on this one. So it's a good knife, but I don't know. I think it just looks a bit threatening, really, with that big fat pointy blade. So I have carried it 2 or 3 times, and 2 or 3 times only. So that's my 3 knives. When it comes to the torch or flashlight, every day this is in my pocket. Now I do have the S1R baton. These are the first pattern. They're now on the, I think it's called the S2R2 baton or something like that. So this one's very slightly heavier. I think it's slightly more robust looking. It's a good torch. It's got 3 settings. Whoa! Then it's also got a moonlight setting, which you can get to straight away. And it's also got, and then you can scroll through them. And then it's also got, and I'm not very good at this. No, can't do it. There's a high setting, and then there's a strobe setting as well. Anyway, I can't get those, but that's just because my hands don't move quickly enough, which is a little bit of a problem I have all round. But it works perfectly well. It's a little bigger than the S1, which is here. The S1R baton. But what I find with the S1 baton is when I'm putting it in my pocket, I just find that this clip is more difficult to catch on the edge of my trousers. Again, that's down to my hands, whereas this one, you have a little more barrel before you get to the clip, so I just find that a little bit easier. So that's the one that I use most, although to be fair, it's not the one I carry most. The one I carry most is this one because it's on my keyring, but I rarely ever use that because I've always got the other one in my pocket. This one is, I've used it maybe half a dozen times in all the time I've had it, which is about a year. This one I've used maybe not every day, but I use it a lot of times. And when it comes to the watch, this is the one I'm really disappointed with. It's this one. It's Apple Watch, the 2nd series. As a watch, it's a bit rubbish. I mean, that's my real criticism of it. When you come to tell the time, I lift it up, and often as not, I'll do it every time now, but often as not, it just won't switch on, and you have to tap the screen to get the time. Now, the one thing you really want from a watch is just to be able to pick it up and see the time. Now, the fact that it does messages and tells me when somebody's liked a YouTube video and stuff like that is all very well, but really, the one thing I really want more than anything else is to simply tell the time. The other problem with it is that I have a drawer full of nice watches. I have a nice little Tag Heuer that I really like. I have a TW Steel that I love, but this is the one that gets put on every day. I've got it with a aftermarket eBay strap, I bought a couple of eBay straps, and to be honest, for a tenner, they're really quite good value for money compared to the ones from the Apple shop. In fact, I was in the Apple shop the other day, and one of the guys complimented me on my strap, and I thought, this has cost about a tenth of what it would cost, or no, a 20th of what it would cost to buy one from you. But anyway, so there's my 3 knives. If it'll focus again, the Bokeh Plus Wasabi, the Manly Wasp, the Spyderco UK PK, my torch, which is the Olight S2R baton, and pull my sleeve up, and the watch, which I'll just put in at the bottom. So there you go. Thank you very much.